Okay, this is baby peak orange at 21 weeks, although it's only been 3 weeks since our last scan. We had another look at her and a lot of big measurements were done at this scan. So it's fun to see how much bigger she's gotten. And we got to see the measurements inside of her head and her leg and her feet. This one was very cool. Obviously a heart right there. And spine. Very visible. And the doctor said everything looked really good. Kept calling her a little crocodile at this point. She kind of looks like that. There. Okay. I think I've got this working. Okay. At this point, we are looking inside her brain, and he was doing some measurements of key elements inside her brain to make sure that she's at the right developmental stage that we thought. You can see his pointer moving over here, and he's measuring the cerebellum of her brain, and everything was great there. And then he's going to measure this little bit here, and that helped us to determine more accurately or just make sure she's at the growth point they think she should be given my due date of June 21st. So you can see, throughout we were watching measurements come up here of what he thought they should be. Everything looked great. Okay, this was the last measurement of the brain. Actually, this time he just did the whole head. You can see here he's getting a diameter sort of from ear to ear, if you will, of the head. And then he's going to, what he did was he then came over here to get a measurement, allowed him to get a full circumference of the head. And again, everything looked great. Nothing out of the ordinary or unexpected there. Okay, at this point I actually asked if we were looking at her bum, and interestingly we're looking at her tummy. So it's a cross-section of the abdomen, and he was measuring her abdomen, and he actually thought she had kind of a little bit bigger tummy. He said most women don't like this measurement because they think it's some reflection on how much they're eating. And I guess in my case it was, because her tummy was a little big. A little on the big side, not super big, obviously, within the norm, but on the higher end of the range of size. So that's a little cross-section of her tummy. That was kind of cool. Now this was kind of cool. He started to turn on, I guess, this sort of sensor of blood, and there was a point in there, that this view that he's going to stop it, and we're looking at the vena cava come down through her body, and he wanted to see the blood flowing off of that major artery. And this is the point that he really liked, that he wanted to stop and show, where you could see these two veins coming off here show the blood supply going to her kidneys, which is of course very important. It's showing that there are two kidneys and that the flow was very strong. I can't remember what these two were. Luke, do you remember what those two were?
Yeah, they were the arteries going to the kidneys.
Oh, I thought that's what those were.
The lungs, sorry.
Oh, the lungs. Okay. So all was really great there. So very cool to see. And I'm going to pause. Okay, then we were done. So we started moving down her body. We started with her head, and then her abdomen, and checked blood flow and oxygen flow. And now he was measuring her bones in her legs. So this is a measurement of her femur bone, and I guess quite similar to her stomach. He thought this was a long measurement. He sort of went, whoa, she's got long legs. So I guess no surprise there. There we saw a really cute look at her right foot, and again that was a measurement he needed to get, so he measured her feet, and again he thought that she had a little bit bigger than average feet, 3.8 centimeters.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3.8 centimeter foot. So I got 2 4-centimeter feet kicking around inside of me. That ought to feel good pretty soon. So you can see he's getting that's such a good measurement. Such a cute look.
Don't throw away your old shoes.
Yeah.
We'll need them in 1 year.
It's cool. He counted fingers, counted toes. So 10 fingers, 10 toes, you could see, and everything looked great there. And now, of course, a really, really good look at very strong beating heart. So very cool there. One last thing before he turned his attention then to me, and measurements a little bit more pertain to me, was he wanted one double check down here. I guess it's probably hard to see with the glare, but we saw very clearly, this is her bum, and there's her little legs there, but very clearly that it was a girl right there. So confirmed, very tall, with big feet, but a little girl growing. So everything great, 21 weeks, there she is. Yay.